Hello everyone and welcome. This is Christine with Pattercrafts, and today as part of a design team project I have smashed that kit. Alright, so I have been working on trying to do this. Sometimes I get 1, 2, and 3 and I don't have time for the 4th, but I did it this time. If you want to see the process video, that'll be coming later in the week. That video is really long, and when you see all the cards I made with the kit, you'll see why. But today is mostly just a show and share inspiration for anyone who is looking for some ideas on how to use the May 2020 Flavor of the Month card kit. So in addition to the several cards I've already made for collection 1, these are the last 2 cards I was able to get out of the items that I had left. So I did have a few scraps and the stamp set, and I do have a few stickers, like the flower stickers left, but I was able to make 2 more cards. In total, I have 5 Benny the Bigfoot cards, and these are the 2 I haven't shown yet. Okay, now let's move on to collection number 2. So I really loved this paper here, so I just made like a little border of all the different embellishments from the card kit over here. On this one I did squeeze the day inside. A lot of cards I did not finish the insides. I need to just put a white mat in and maybe a sentiment. But some of them I'm not exactly sure what I'm using them for, so I don't mind that they're not completely finished. So this is another card. This is one I made towards the end when I had just a few scraps, so I had enough to fill in this area here. I had a lemon slice and 2 of the flowers. Super simple. I could put in a sentiment anywhere. I could always add to it. On the inside I just put easy peasy lemon squeezy and used a lemon. So this card here, used 2 of the pattern papers, grabbed some yellow cardstock from my stash to kind of make a barrier between the 2, used a couple of the enamel dots, added some more of the lemon slices and the flower, used the sentiment squeeze the day, and there's nothing on the inside of this particular card. Next up, this one was fun. I used some of the twine. And what I ended up doing, and you'll see that in the process video, is I just kind of put some tape runner down in random spots, and then I just willy-nilly kind of I cut the twine into small segments to make that in the back. That's fun. And there's also a few enamel dots. Used the lemon image, and again that easy peasy lemon squeezy. And again, just empty on the inside. Another easy peasy lemon squeezy, definitely one of my favorite sentiments in that kit, or that stamp set. I don't think there were that many. There was lemons and squeeze the day. This is just kind of fun because it is something that I say in general. So I used this really fun pattern paper, put my sentiment down, 3 of the enamel dots, and popped up one of the lemons over here, and nothing on the inside. This one I loved. I used the lemons sentiment here. I stamped out some lemons from the stamp set and then used the lemons pattern paper here that I had left over and put a little yellow strip of pattern paper to kind of separate the 2. One of my favorites. On the inside I put squeeze the day with a little lemon over here. So that was all the additional cards I made for collection 2. So in total, let's see, there I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 plus the one I made for the reveal week. So that's a total of 7 cards that I made out of collection 2. Now let's move on to collection 3. This one here was really fun. I used Let's Weather This Together, some of that pattern paper. This is what I did with some of that ribbon. 3 of the cloud images, and I added some stickles on the edges of those clouds, and the inside's not finished. Then this one was really fun, just some of that polka dot paper. I printed, or not printed, but I stamped out the rainbow, and then underneath, let's weather this together. Then I just kind of fussy cut, colored that with some colors that kind of went with the colors of the pattern paper, made them a little more pastel-y, and added 3 enamel dots. On this one, I added a triangular piece of the pattern paper, used a pink strip here, and then I repeatedly stamped "Let's weather this together." At first it started off just being on this line, but then I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do over here, so I added it all the way across. I think if I were to do this again, I would use a ruler because some of these are a little off, but I thought that was fun. And again, nothing on the inside. Using the other piece of the triangular paper, I used some of the ribbon that came in this collection, added the rainbow, the sun, and some clouds. And again, those clouds have some stickles on it. And this one here is popped up on some foam tape and nothing on the inside. So this one I made with some of the scraps. I used these two and this, and I just cut them down. Like I cut them in half and then put one in each corner. Added the rainbow, a sun, and a cloud, and some more of the enamel dots. And then for the sentiment on this one, I put "After every storm, there is a rainbow." I didn't have a cloud big enough for this corner, and I didn't have 2 clouds left, so it's just kind of hanging out there. I could have stamped out and fussy cut and everything another one, but time was not on my side each day that I was making these cards. And lastly, this one is the most fun. So I had some more of the pattern paper strips left, so I added those behind, and then used a cloud die and just some white paper to add some clouds. I put my rainbow in there with my sun, finished up with the enamel dots. Let's weather this together, and this piece is popped up on some foam tape. And there is nothing on the inside. So other than reveal week, I have not made any other cards with that. So in total with this collection, 3, 4, 5, 6, I made 7 cards. So I've made 6 here plus the one for reveal week. Now let's move on to the last one, which is collection 4. We're actually going to be going backwards. This was the absolute last card I made. I had just some scraps. I made them into strips to make this fun little pattern here. Added a ladybug and a flower. That's from the stamp set, and nothing on the inside. This one here, just added the pattern paper, some of the ephemera, the little ladybug, and I added a bunch of the enamel dots. And again, empty on the inside. Just more pattern paper, 3 enamel dots. I popped up these 2 flowers on some foam tape and our ladybug here on some foam tape. And the inside is not finished. This one I just wanted to kind of use the ephemera. So this is the ephemera pieces. These are 3 different pieces, and then you have the 3 different ladybugs. So 6 pieces of ephemera and a piece of pattern paper all together for this card. So just adding some more pattern paper, a piece of ephemera here, and this is from the stamp set that's been colored and die cut, and nothing on the inside. And lastly, ladybug hugs. So I have 2 pieces of the ephemera. This is an ephemera piece as well, actually all that is, and that is about it for that card. And again, nothing in the middle. So for this set, I think I only made one card with this, and that was for the reveal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I made 6 today, plus the other one would be 7. I had enough strips left. I could have done another one similar to this, but I chose not to do that at this moment. So other than cards you have already seen, and I cannot really show them because at least 2 of them I have already sold, so I don't have them. But there are lots and lots of cards you can make using the May 2020 Flavor of the Month card kit. Sorry, I got distracted there for just a moment. So many fun things, so many like just uplifting sentiments, you know, send more happy mail, let people know that you're thinking of them, and all kinds of things. And so fun. Look at all these cards. They're just, oop, here's another lemon one. And then two more of Benny the Bigfoot. So thank you so very much for joining me today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, hit subscribe. The process video will be out at some point. With this, editing is just taking a lot longer than I expected. But then again, I did make all of these cards in that video. So again, thank you. Have a great day. Bye.